Good morning. It's 7:12. I started hiking at 6:28 before it was light. I'm a little out of breath. I know you can't tell, but the trail has actually got some elevation gain here. Like I said, I know you can't tell on the camera, but yeah, last night was good. Stayed at the Wiley Dyke Senior Camp with another guy called Overkill. But anyway, today is 22 miles and there's like houses on the sides of me, but I get trail food today, so I'm just getting at it, trying to get it done. Looking forward to some town food. So I say trail food, I meant town food. Anyway, here I go. I think this is a little big Econ River, maybe, or Econlockhatchee. Anyway, let's checking this out, and look what I found. He's a big boy. Just chilling in the current. Off I go. Okay, so this is the river where that big boy gator is. He's still out there somewhere. But it is the Econlockhatchee River. And I will be hiking kind of along this for a while. Don't worry, I'm up on a big high bluff, so I'm not down with the gators. So like I mentioned before, this is the Econlockhatchee River, and this is actually one of our main water sources right now. But there was recently a sewage spill, and so this is off limits for us for swimming and drinking. Hey, so I just met a huge crew of Florida Trail Association volunteers out there building a new bridge. Super, super grateful. A ton of them out there working real hard. And I got to be the first person over the first plank that they laid down across the creek. So that was pretty exciting. They were all real nice. And I'm super, super grateful. So thank you to all the volunteers and for all your time and skill and building and rebuilding bridges, etc. And thank you for letting me be the first person across that new bridge. It wasn't even done. They just laid the plank across, so it was a little wobbly, but I got to be the first person across. Yay! This is Booney Falls. Isn't that precious? There's a waypoint on the map. Then you have all these little birdhouses. Anyway, precious. Good afternoon. It is 3 o'clock. I made it to the Townhouse restaurant around 12:45, I think. And had a nice lunch, got some chicken and fruit to pack out for dinner, and gone a couple miles since I left. I charged some things, was able to use the bathroom, wash my hands really good, but yeah, I've got a couple miles. I think I'm going to stop at a Starbucks. It's like right off trail, and then after that I have about 4 more miles to a camp that is it's like a kind of a secret place because I'm in the middle of on a bike path in Seminole County. Just came out of Oveido, and I guess the next town is Winter Springs, I think. So I'm just walking. There's I don't know if you can see, but houses on both sides of me, and then I'm just on the bike path. So there's nowhere to camp out here, but there's a campsite, like I said, in 6 miles or whatever from here, and it's approved for Florida Trail thru hikers, but it's kind of hidden because they don't want the locals to know about it so that it doesn't get trashed and kind of become like a little local hangout or whatever. So I called the Florida Trail Association and let them know per the instructions that I'm planning to stay there tonight. And like I said, it's 3 o'clock and I've got maybe 6 miles left, so I'm trying to make sure I get there before it's dark, because I think it might be kind of hard to find in the dark because it's not a very obvious campsite. But I charged my headlamp just in case, and then I think I'll probably try to stop a little bit outside of camp to eat my food, just so that I'm not eating my food at my camp, just with all the bears in this area. So yeah, today's a really long day, 22 miles altogether, but I'm getting them done. I feel pretty good. My feet are hurting, but I feel pretty good in general. So just gonna one foot in front of the other, keep getting the miles done. So I just met a guy a few minutes ago on the trail. He was walking and he saw me and he asked how far I'm going, and I said, I'm going all the way to Pensacola. And he said he's a hiker too. And so we chatted for a few minutes, and then he said, well, I'm praying there's a special angel on your shoulder, and I'll be praying for you, and I know you're gonna make it. So it was just a really sweet interaction, and again, just a reminder of how good just some people are out here. So thank you to that man. I think his name was Jim. So anyway, I thought that was really sweet. It's 5 o'clock. I'm sitting on this bench along the trail. I'm eating my food, my dinner. I had some chicken and fruit that I packed out from lunch. There's a dog park behind me with a trash can. So I'm eating here so I don't have to eat in my campsite. But I think I'm inadvertently making a lot of people uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure they think I'm homeless and they don't want to make eye contact. And I'm pretty sure I'm making them feel pretty uncomfortable. Not on purpose, but it's a very interesting experience. So it's 5 o'clock. I've got like 2.5 miles left, so I'm just going to finish up my dinner and then get back on the trail. It goes that way, and then find my campsite. Okay, I'm on the Blue Blaze Trail to find the secret campsite for the night. Got this, I don't remember what it's called, this creek next to me, which will be next to the campsite when I get there. So I just met Sir Sweep. He's the guy who kind of maintains this campsite, and super nice guy. He had two other people with him. So I was in camp kind of setting up my tent, and I heard voices. I was like, oh great. And 3 people on bikes rolled in, and I was thinking, oh man, this is not what it's supposed to be. But it was Sir Sweep, and he, like I said, he kind of takes care of this campsite. He left some firewood here before, so there's firewood here if I want it. I'm really too tired to have a fire, and I'm by myself. But it was really nice to meet him. Glad it was him, and not just some random people riding their bike where they're not supposed to ride it. And then also nice to know that he's aware that I'm out here, and you know, if I need anything, I've got a phone number. I can actually call him directly. So anyway, I'm getting set up for the night, and hopefully I'm gonna get out pretty early in the morning, and because tomorrow I've got a 19-mile day, so the earlier the better. And then I might do some resupplying tomorrow for like my next few days after this stretch, but we'll see. I think there's a Publix like right off trail, so I might just stop by and get a few days worth for when I jump back up to Ocala. So hopefully I get some good sleep, and then I'll try to get a pretty early start in the morning. So I'm in my tent for the night, changed and ready to kind of go to sleep or whatever. Probably get a couple things done, and then like look at the map and stuff, make a plan, a more specific plan for tomorrow. But something really uncomfortable just happened. So in true cliffhanger fashion, I'm going to tell you about that tomorrow.